Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope everything goes well. For our today's session, we are going to focus on the following, right? Right here, as you can see the presentation in this, you are going to find the most important aspects according to grammar, explanation, the different activities you're going to be focusing on. Okay? So don't forget, my name is Angela Garzón, and we are going to finish with our model third, which is or the third one, which is our last one for this session. Okay, so here we have a brief explanation according to the use of simple present. Remember when we use simple present to talk about actions that we used to do in our daily routine. Podemos ser presente simple hace referencia a actividades que nosotros hacemos hacer dentro de nuestro tiempo cotidiano. Yeah. When we refer to it, we are just mentioning like some important details in regards to the importance of different like kind of verbs, yeah, different actions. But the use of it is just referring to some tasks or some activities we really want to talk about right here. As you can see right here, we have an image. This image is according to different activities those voids or those emojis are referring to, right? In simple present, as we have, this one is the grammar explanation according to this topic. Here we have in third person because we're going to select some examples in which the verb is different, the conjugation we have is different. And also we have like different emojis according to this topic. So here we have the following. For simple present, we are going to focus on the subject, the verb, and the complement, right? When we are referring to those three aspects, it's important to take into account that in some articles, the grammar stays maybe like in the same way, but there are some differences. Just when we really want to express like some phrases in which we're going to include simple present as the base, let's say grammar part. So we are going to use this explanation. So here we have subjects, I, you, we, and they. Third person, he, she, it. Verb, work, eat, drink, and speak. ¿Qué podemos ver en común dentro de esta lista de verbos? Que ninguno de ellos está conjugado, sino la forma base, que siempre lo vamos a encontrar. And then we have the complement, every day, a big apple, orange juice, Spanish, right? Those are the examples according to it. I work every day. You eat a big apple. We drink orange juice, and they speak Spanish. Those are different ideas. We like sometimes we really want to complement our ideas. Those are some examples. The third person, he, she, or it, we are conjugated those verbs which are in brackets. Study, watch, and learn. He studies biology, she watches TV, and it runs slowly. Those are some examples according to this board, right? Recordemos que estas son algunas de las reglas que nosotros debemos tener en cuenta en el momento en que vamos a empezar a construir enunciados utilizando el presente simple. When we have, for instance, for here, study, right, which is studies, vamos a tener en cuenta, si antes de esa Y va una consonante, vamos a modificar esa Y por una IES. En el caso de que tengamos CH, vamos a agregar ES. Y cuando generalmente digamos que en la mayoría de verbos vamos a agregar solo una S. But it depends according to the verb. You have to be focused on the consonant of the vowel that is before the final hair. Okay, so here now I really want that you participate in this activity. So the idea in this part is that you are going to see each of these emojis and you are going to create a sentence taking into account the use of simple present. It is going to be an easy activity. You're not going to spend a lot of time doing it, and you can practice and you can take into account the information we're seeing and studying right here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to see any one of you is right here. But since no anybody is here, we are going to continue with our presentation. So remember, according to this first picture or image, what we can say according to it. For example, he is or he, and immediately we're going to put the verb, of course, in the second option. Siempre en este caso, entonces, vamos a referirnos a una opción que no está ocurriendo en el momento, sino que ocurre. Entonces, él se gradúa de su pregrado. We can say that he graduated from the university, and that's it. The second picture, where we can say he studies, right, music and listens to music. He finds out the procedure he does in the classroom. He laughs while a person is telling him a joke. Third one. He gets shocked because he's traveling around the world. And finally, he thinks about his life. Alright. As you can see, all of those sentences are taken into account one verb in simple present, but since we are using third person in this part, like the character is he, so we have to start conjugating this verb. These verbs are also taken into account the subject. Okay, simple present, since we have here subject, auxiliary, does not, do not, verb, and complement. This one is the grammar explanation when we have negative sentences. When we really want to deny some information, we have to take into account this part. I do not sing in the bathroom. You do not think about him. We do not walk around the neighborhood. There is a mistake over here. Sorry about that. There is HOOD. It is dangerous. They do not talk about politics. Those four sentences are referring to different sentences and ideas those people really want to spread. I do not sing in the bathroom. This one, the auxiliary is don't or do not and does not or doesn't. En este caso, todas las oraciones que tenemos acá hacen referencia al uso de la tercera persona, a diferencia de esa parte donde tenemos el I, you, we, and they. Remember, when we are just making like those differences, it's important to be focused on the auxiliary we have to use. Recordemos que el auxiliar es muy importante para el uso de las oraciones negativas y de las preguntas. En este caso, todos estos sujetos siempre van a ir seguidos de do not or don't. Next, we have the verb. Este verbo siempre va a ir en forma base, no lo vamos a conjugar. Y finalmente el complemento. This one that is going to be the same structure, just the only word we change is, instead of writing do not, we have to write does not, because the subject is different, okay? Alright. So here we have, he does not travel in December, she does not iron her clothing, and it doesn't work well. This word, it could be like a common expression that we can use in our daily routine. So people say, oh, when I take in a shower, I sink in the bathroom, or this person is expressing that he doesn't do it. You do not think about him. We do not walk around the neighborhood. It is dangerous. And they do not talk about politics, okay? And right here, where is maybe those words you know already, or maybe these words some of you could know it, or maybe some of you don't. Iron is referring to plancha. This one that is going to be the correct way to use. It doesn't work well, it's no funciona bien, no trabaja bien. For example, when you refer to a computer, a cell phone, or some electronic, you can use it to replace. Examples. We're going to see more examples. For the first example, since we are using present simple, we have I like eating seafood. The next one. I dislike watching TV series. I enjoy running in the park. She loves listening to rock music and she hates working out. Okay, all of them, as you can see, are some verbs which are followed by a gerund. Recordemos en este caso que todos estos verbos que vemos acá en rojo, generalmente cuando ustedes siempre van a ir seguidos por un gerundio, que es un gerundio, es un verbo que le agregamos ing al final. Like puede ir seguido tanto por un infinitivo como un gerundio. Dislike, it could be followed just by a gerund. Este verbo dislike siempre tiene que ir seguido por un gerundio, es decir, watching, reading, listening, TV series. Alright, I enjoy running in the park. Always is going to be followed by a gerund. Also, he loves listening to rock music. The most of the times, it's better to conjugate it using a verb, a gerund verb. However, you can use as well an infinitive. He loves to listen to rock music. And she is working out. Always this verb is going to be followed by a gerund. Those are some verbs which are pretty common to use when we really want to talk about our lives, right? Always we say, no, I don't like to do something, or I dislike, or I hate. But there are some common expressions we can use. Okay, here I'm going to go back to the presentation. Okay, there is no word here, and I'm going to continue with the translation of this video. So, okay, thinking about your favorite activities. So, for instance, in my case, I like eating seafood, but I also like eating meat, chicken, like poultry in general. Sweets, candies, ice cream, and a lot of things. I dislike watching TV series, or I could say I dislike going to the dentist because when a tooth hurts, it's a horrible situation. I enjoy running in the park. I enjoy singing. When I take a shower, he loves listening to gospel music, for instance, and she hates like others, or she hates when some people like him or something like that. Okay. Likes and dislikes. Look at these words. What it says. What kind of music do you like to listen to? What TV programs do you enjoy watching? And what food do you prefer to eat? According to the first question, we can say that I like to listen to. Recordemos que siempre el verbo listen debería ir seguido por el to. That's why we're going to say I like to listen to gospel music, rock music, and so on. What type of programs do you enjoy watching? So we can use, or we can think about a lot of programs. For example, you can say I like to watch competition programs or TV shows pretty much. What food do you prefer to eat? Right, I prefer to eat junk food or desserts. It depends according to your likes, expressions. Okay. We are going to take into account this part, which is some ideas according to some people's preferences. And I'm going to select some of them, and the idea is to start making some sentences. So for the first part, as you can see right here, I'm going to select so Camila and donuts. Camila hates eating donuts. Andres, vallenato music. Andres loves listening to vallenato music. Paula Hunger Games, the books. Paula loves reading Hunger Games books. Hot dog, Paula. Paula dislikes eating hot dogs. Hamburger, Andres. Andres likes eating hamburger. Okay? Those are some examples. For the ideas, once when you're going to see this video class, you're going to start making some sentences to practice the use of different verbs in simple present. La idea es que una vez ustedes vean chicos esta video clase, empiecen a hacer algunos enunciados correspondientes a este tema. ¿Ok? First, third person, he, she, it. We have to remember something. We add s in the verb, right? Generally, is like the most frequent condition we can use. She drinks a coffee or she drinks a cup of coffee. Agregamos una S. En el caso en que ese verbo finalice en doble S, X, CH, SH, vamos a agregar ES. He washes his hands after eating. And finally, we change this Y and add IES in words that finish in Y and before they have a consonant. Cry, consonant, or she cries because she's sad. En el caso de play, que también finaliza con Y, pero antes de esa Y tenemos una vocal, solamente vamos a agregar una S. And look at it, to say that something gives you a good sensation you can use. I'm crazy about, I really love. To say that you don't like something you can use, I can put up with what bothers me. There are different expressions that we can use at the moment we really want to say something we like or do not like doing. In this case, I'm crazy about es la expresión como tal, hace referencia a algo que nos gusta. I'm crazy about eating junk food, for instance. I really love swimming. I can put up with noisy places, for instance. Bothers me. This bothers me referring to when something, like someone does something you don't like to. For example, listening to loud music bothers me. I'm tired of practicing volleyball. I'm sick of delinquents in Bogota, right? And there are more examples. Feels good, sounds good. For instance, traveling to New York sounds good. Eating fast food tastes good. And that board, or Simon Bolivar's board, looks good. Perfect. Okay. So here we have explanation according to this board. We were studying before this board also. But now, so what is going to be the idea right here? Let's see. Wait for me a little bit. Okay. Vamos a mirar ahora la actividad que nos corresponde a ese tercer módulo, which is called My Daily Routine. So there are two activities, My Daily Routine and the final test or the evaluation. What is going to be the description of it? Escribir 7 frases en presente simple donde describan su rutina diaria. You're going to use 7 sentences using present simple. And write 7 sentences when you're going to describe your partner's daily routine. Okay. Van a ingresar a la página www.powtoon.com and then you're going to create a video with the routine of with the description of the daily routine, taking into account this part. You can include images, different pictures, the idea that you're going to add text, the written text, but also your voice in all of that. Once when you finish, you're just going to share this link with me, okay? Esta es la actividad de entrega. Y posteriormente ustedes se van a dirigir al grammar test and reading test. And that is going to be like everything for today's session. So something important that we have to focus on, I really want to express some. Like those expressions are just like some examples, right? Realmente eso ustedes tengan en cuenta todos los verbos que hacen referencia a las rutinas diarias. For example, we can say that wake up is a main verb. Porque en esa clase no mencioné hechos verbos que les ustedes puedan recordarlos o hacer la búsqueda pertinente a cada una de ellos. Sin embargo, toda la explicación gramatical que vimos anteriormente es muy importante para que ustedes puedan empezar a hacer los enunciados. So, I'm going to tell you my daily routine very much, as you can see what it's up. Every day from Monday to Saturday, I wake up at 4 a.m. Later, I go to the bathroom, take a shower. After that, I get dressed. Next, I usually have breakfast with some eggs, some fruit as well, chocolate, sometimes different juice. So after that, I take a bus or I drive my car and go to the university. I finish work around 4 or 5 p.m. So later I go back home. At night, I used to watch TV or read or listen to music. Okay? This very could be one example that creates my daily routine. What about your partners, your girlfriends, boyfriends' daily routine? Or a friend or your mother, father? He wakes up 7 a.m. Later, he gets up like 7:10 a.m. and so on. Recordemos que la diferencia principal se marca o se nota en el momento en que estamos construyendo oraciones para tercera persona o para primera persona. En el caso de primera persona, recordemos que vamos a colocar el verbo inmediatamente, pero no necesitamos conjugarlo a diferencia de la tercera persona. Por esa razón, es importante que tengan muy en cuenta esa explicación gramatical y empiecen a construir sus propios enunciados. I want to welcome you to do this activity and I hope that you have a great day today. So, I feel very glad and we are going to see you later. Take care. And if you have any questions, don't forget to contact me by email or by the number of telephone.